Hi guys, and welcome to our Autobot full breakdown and unboxing video. We had a little short go out recently just announcing that we had these in, and we promised that we'd unbox one, show you all the adapters, all the accessories, and a plethora of the mags that it is compatible with. So this is the electric Autobot Speedloader from EMG. As you can see on the back of the box, there's loads of instructions and features on there, just giving you the battery size that you're going to need. 11.1 LiPo, 7.4, both work. Obviously recommend 11.1 just because it's a little bit faster, and a few other bits. So if we open this up, right in the top, you'll see a few little accessories that come with it. There's a little 3M sticker, so this is designed to go on the bottom of it, that if you're using it on a table or any sort of flat surface, it's a little bit of friction so it's not sliding all over the place. And then you have a little bag of 4 adapters that we'll come on to shortly. The actual Speedloader itself is made out of Dupont Polymer, so very, very robust. You could quite easily put this in your kit, run around with it. It can get banged, scuffed, marked, absolutely anything. It is as tough as a PMag, so it's not going to get damaged as you're running around with this thing if you want to run it on your gear. If not, you can just throw it in your bag, mix it in with all your mags and everything. It's not going to get damaged with how this thing's made. There's a few features on it. On the left-hand side, as I'm looking at it, you can see the switch there, turning it on and turning it off, which means that whilst it's in your bag and this gets pressed accidentally, it's not going to vent all the BBs. At the bottom, we do have the door to fit the battery. We've done a fair few attempts with different battery sizes, and it is a 600 milliamp size battery that fits in there. But as we said, on the back of the box, there is the exact size of the battery that they recommend, but it is a very small battery space, so anything bigger than a 600 milliamp is probably not going to fit. On the top, we have the loader port and the hatch to fill it with BBs. It is a 1400 round capacity in here, so you can fit plenty of BBs in here to run for games. So again, you could load all your BBs up with this, reload it, have it in your gear, and keep topping up your mags as you're playing. As we said, it works with a multitude of magazines in various different ways, and that's using these adapters. So, comes in a little bag, but you do get 4 adapters, and one of them is multi-purpose. So we've got an AEG one, a gas one, a sniper one, and we believe that's the shotgun one. So, starting with the AEG one, as you put these on, as you can see, they are quite loose. You can just see about here, there is a little tiny grub screw that if you are only going to use one of these adapters, you can put this on, tighten that adapter up, and then it is good to go. As you can see, without it turned on, you can press to your heart's content, and it's not going to vent batteries, BBs anyway. So if this is in your gear and you have one of the adapters attached, it being pressed doesn't matter. It's not going to drain the battery. You are totally fine to run it as you see fit. So with that on, and then turning the system on, we can grab the most common adapter that we believe will be used is the AEG version. So an EPM1, one of the hardest magazines to load when it comes to electric speed loaders, Odins, absolutely everything. These things take speed loaders, eat speed loaders for breakfast, but simply pushing down very, very easily, this thing will completely fill an EPM1. Takes about 20 seconds, but when you stop, a few BBs will fall out, and there is a sort of slight design on the top here that they automatically flow into the catchment area, so you can do things like that. With the AEG adapter, this also clicks on to the port there. So at the end of the day, very, very easy to vent all your BBs back in there, and you're not damaging any springs. So we also have the gas blowback adapter. Again, gas blowback platforms are notoriously awkward to load. So with this, you can simply push down. And again, BBs will spill out onto the port at the top, and they can simply be pushed back in, but we have a loaded magazine. We've got various other ones. We do have a sniper one. It took us a while to figure out which sniper one this is, but this is for SRS sniper magazines. It will not work with like your Type 96 or your VSR ones, but we did check beforehand that VSR style magazines, you can simply just push on the top and do it that way. And again, even with the L96 ones, you can, holding it, push this down and it will load that as well. So not necessarily having to use an adapter, you can use various magazines with this thing. But again, speak to someone that's got one, see if you can test one. But if you have an AEG or a gas blowback system, a very common magazine that is out there at the moment is we can go with the MWS magazine, and making sure you put it on the right way. And it will kick up and put BBs in there as well. So once you're finished with it, you can then drop all the BBs back into the port, close the hatch, lock it off, and turn the system off. Various different systems. So we've got the shotgun adapter, the SRS sniper adapter, the gas blowback magazine, which is primarily for high cappers and Glocks. And then we also have the AEG one, which will be the most common one. I think people will most likely put that on, lock it in place, and be good to go. But just to be aware, once it is locked in place, it's not as easy to then take it off and put it onto its vent capability. Other features that this thing has, if you're wanting to run multiple of these with different platforms and you have different weight BBs between things that you're running, it does have the dot matrix on the bottom just here. So if you have a paint pen, you can put the weight BB that you've got in here and on the other side, or you could mark it just so it's got your name, your call sign, anything that you want on there, and make sure this is identifiable as yours. But it is super versatile. Loads of different magazines will work with it, probably more than we could test here, but with the adapters, it will work with absolutely everything. Again, inside, it's a 1400 BB capacity. It does have CNC gears in here, so 7.4 and 11.1 will work, but we're recommending the 11.1 purely because it's going to fill them mags really, really, really quickly, and it has the unloader to make it very easy at the end of the day to clear everything out. With a fully charged 1600 milliamp battery as well, this thing will churn out 90,000 BBs. So it's not going to work for like 20 minutes and then you're going to have to swap a battery just to keep going. This thing will keep going and keep going and keep going. But yeah, so 90,000 BBs is plenty of mid caps for you to load and plenty of rounds for you to get downrange. But the idea of this thing, it is really good at keeping you in the fight. So you run out of BBs, you come back into your safe zone, you can load your magazines so incredibly fast and get back out into game. Or if you want to carry it with you, drop it in a pouch, you can load as you're walking with this thing. Really, really convenient, nice compact size as well. And again, with the grub screw locking the feed tube for AEGs on top, you're not going to lose it. So this is quite comfortably something that go on your gear. But if that's everything for today, thank you very much for watching. These are online right now if you want to grab them. The EMG Autobot Speedloader. So if you want to grab one, please do. But if that's everything for today, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in a bit. Bye.